What are your opinions on Trae Young? Is his time almost up in Atlanta, man? He's eligible
No.
for a 4-year, $229 million extension, and then they also
I
got
don't
rid of
think so.
DeAndre Hunter, which is one of their better players, for
Yeah, that's
2
a
pick
pivot.
swaps. Yeah, they they
They
they
did
they,
it for
they
a
pretty
draft
much
pick.
dumped his
Yeah.
contract. They pretty much dumped him.
Oh, that's a great trade. But I think we talked about it in an early episode. But regardless, yeah, I think I don't think so, man. Honestly, I think they're committed to Trae Young. Trae Young wants to stay there.
Really?
It depends on what the organization wants to
Why
do.
trade DeAndre Hunter? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't make any sense. But what I know is they gave San Antonio their draft picks, so I could see them maybe making a trade for the draft picks.
Yeah, they still owe those draft picks. But hey,
Yeah,
once again, he's eligible for 229, 4 years.
yeah, because he's on the Luka and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander draft class.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he's worth that super max if I'm a franchise general manager.
It's not really super max. It's a decent. It's just his level max because he's not even a 10-year player. So he'll be making $57
He is
million.
a 10-year player. He will be a 10-year player when Luka and Shea is available to be a 10-year player.
Yeah, but this contract is not for that. This contract is
okay.
yeah, it's just 229 for 4 years. So it's 57 million per year. Yeah, the 10-year mark, you have to be 10 years in and you have to be like all NBA. Then you're eligible for that
makes
80.
sense.
Yeah, then you would be eligible for the 80. So Trae Young would have been eligible for more money had he made all NBA and won certain awards, but right now he's only eligible for 229.
I think the Atlanta Hawks season has been really ruined by the Jalen Johnson injury, man. It's just that's the unfortunate matters, and the extension is a hard topic to grasp because I don't know what's your opinion on Trae Young. I don't think he's worth that extension that he's offered due to the limitation that's beyond his control when it comes to his size and height and all that stuff. And that's something the Atlanta Hawks has to talk about because I think the Hawks, I think a lot of people criticize the Hawks for a lot of their bad decisions. Fine, whatever. But I think this is how far you can really go with the Trae Young led team.
And I think them trading DeAndre Hunter is proof of that. Why would they trade a decent 3-and-D wing when they're building around a small guard who barely defends?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, of course, in trading him to the same conference, it indicates you're not a very serious team.
This gets tricky, man. And then second of all, you see, Trae might end up getting fucked out of that money that he's eligible for. Who's gonna pick up Trae Young for $57 million a year?
I mean, regardless, it seems like the media and his peers, they don't really view him at that level, right? So he's gonna get screwed out of a lot of all NBA players that he believes or thinks he deserves, or he might rightfully deserve. He's gonna be screwed out of. He's gonna be screwed out of a lot of accolades and a lot of money that will be in his future contracts and future negotiations.
Yeah, but this is what we were talking about before earlier with the way everything is structured. So Trae Young,
I mean, like I said, if Trae Young was a free agent 2021, he would have got paid huge. Like if he was like a 10-year player,
now it's not set up like that.
After that playoff performance, he would have got a huge reactionary contract extension.
Yep. Now the league is not set up like that. Who the hell is gonna give him that type of money? Like outside of the Hawks,
nobody. And like I said, bro, when you lose another young forward, it sucks, especially when he's a rising star in Jalen Johnson. The Atlanta Hawks are a play-in team at this point. There's no way around it. I think Quinn Snyder is a good coach, but you kind of reach that ceiling once you build around a Trae Young small point guard who doesn't really play off ball, who can't defend. You hit that ceiling, and that's where the Atlanta Hawks are.
I felt like they had a good thing going with DeAndre Hunter, Zachary.
Cam Reddish.
No, Zachary, DeAndre Hunter, Cam Johnson.
Jalen Johnson?
No, Jalen Johnson.
Jalen. Yeah.
They had a good thing going.
But Jalen got hurt, right?
Yeah, but he
got
hurt.
And that's where it kind of derailed.
But then they traded DeAndre Hunter. That's the thing to me that signifies, yo, man, they might be starting this over.
Yeah, because now they're like, man, this might have been for the Atlanta Hawks. Like, this is that season for them. And you're seeing a lot of organizations pivot. I think, when you look at Chicago, they've pivoted away from
Zach
they
LaVine.
pivoted away Zach LaVine. And I'm gonna be honest, their pivot's fucking ugly, bro. All you got is your draft pick back, and you couldn't move Vucevic. It's ugly. And the Chicago Bulls are going to be a really ugly franchise.
Yeah,
for years to
they have bad negotiating skills to make a trade with OKC and barely get a pick back.
And Zach LaVine, your biggest star, that's ridiculous. And all you do is get your draft pick back. I think Mark Eversley or whatever his name is.
Well, you know what? I don't want to judge him too harsh on the LaVine trade, because to me, LaVine was a player that was struggling to get rid of. And at the end of the day, the Kings had a lot of suitors. They probably had way more suitors for Fox than
they could have traded him a lot sooner, man. They could have traded him a lot sooner. But that's beside the point. I don't know. The Chicago Bulls are just kind of team, and that kind of sucks as it's such a major market city, and it sucks that they kind of roll on nostalgia for modern day NBA fans.
Yeah, a little bit too much.